Summit tomorrow Thursday to address the military takeover in Niger. Now, fighting between Ethiopia's federal army and the Fano militia is continuing in the Amhara region, and several people have been killed during the clashes. Now, the Ethiopian government on Friday declared a state of emergency in Amhara aimed at restoring law and order in the affected area. Now, following the government's declaration of a state of emergency, a command post is overseeing operations in the region. Since last week, flights and most road transportation activities to and from the region have been halted, making life difficult for many locals. Details of that in this report.
Reports suggest heavy fighting between the army and militiamen known as Fano is taking place in several parts of the Amhara region. Many people have been killed, although there is no exact death toll that has been made public. Following the government's declaration of a state of emergency in the region, a command post is overseeing operations there.
Inciting any form of uprising in the region, delivering speech, fueling insecurity, encouraging and spreading violence in any form in the region is forbidden. Moreover, providing financial, information, material and moral support directly or indirectly to armed men is prohibited.
Several people have been arrested in the region as special military operations continue amid a strict curfew. Flights and most road transport activities to and from the region have been halted since last week, making life difficult for many locals.
People suspected of connections to the current violence in the Amhara region, those who give missions and those who take part in different forms are being put under custody. The government will share more information with the public regarding further measures which will be taken in the future.
The Fano militia leaders say the government has been unlawfully interfering in the affairs of the region, which resulted in, quote, the undermining of Amharas. The government denies such accusations and say the militiamen intend to topple the constitutional order and are criminals.
The government's too much patience and preferences to give peaceful alternatives a chance has been taken for granted and has been taken as the weakness of the government. Some even started believing the looting groups are stronger than the constitutional order. This led to an increase in plundering and killings. The armed group murdered key leaders of the region, targeting political and security officials. Over the past 2 months alone, several police commissioners, security personnel and party leaders in the Amhara region have been killed by the armed militia.
Social media activists and media affiliated with the militia claim the gunmen have taken control of a few cities in the region. Reports suggest the region's capital, Bahadar, and the historic Gonda city are witnessing intense clashes. Many within the country and from across the world are already making calls for the conflict to be peacefully resolved. Addis Ababa believes it has given ample opportunities for the militia to put down arms and return to finding political solutions for any differences. Others fear this could cause a full-fledged war in the country again. Group Janasiyitian, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.